Yacht A Taurus, welcome to Navajo Sage Weaver Tarot's channel. Welcome, Taurus. This message is for you. This message is for my collective Taurus. I'm going to um, do your reading today, and I'm just kind of allowing the cards to kind of do what they need to do. I wasn't preparing for readings today, but I guess it's happening, and I'm pretty excited about it. And so there's going to be a lot of information, and everything will be timestamped down below. Also, I appreciate you watching and viewing my channel, Taurus, and I hope this message inspires you, helps you, guides you, and take what resonates and leave the rest, behind. And I just want to say thank you very much, Taurus. And so I'm going to shake the gourd to move any stagnation energy, and then we'll start your message. So we are going to start off with your message and see what crystal energy wants to come out. Either you can um, hold this crystal if you have it, look it up, see what the energy is about, the frequency. But this message, this crystal energy is you're born a night in crystal. So you might want to look it up. It's for hope, prosperity, renewal. So the Bonanite crystal energy is here for you, Taurus. Let's see what animal spirit wants to share or what animal spirit wants to come out for you. And remember that all these all these messages are sign, symbol, and synchronicity. All right, what animal spirit for Taurus? So we have the panda. Um, and the panda says, stay balanced and in your essence. And then I have some oil energy. Let's see what oil, maybe this will be a smell that you might come across. Might want to look it up, see what it does. But this oil energy is a message for Taurus. And we have juniper. And juniper um, is helps the third eye. The aspect is spiritual, detoxificating, letting go, growing awareness, ancestor work, exorcism, setting boundaries, protecting, help with difficult circumstances. So you might want to look up what juniper oil is. And also it says embrace self-awareness. I feel safe to move freely and consciously. I welcome the positive aspect of my life. And that's a quote. So, and then I'm going to pull two affirmation message for my Tauruses. What two affirmation messages my Taurus need to know? So the two affirmation messages is envy. And it says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Your other affirmation message is happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. These are just signs and messages that, are part of your story here, this energy. So we have messenger. So maybe a messenger is coming in. Series energy, bringing harmony and balance. So let's see what other energy, what other signs and symbols Taurus needs to know from spirit. Growth. So maybe you're going to grow something, right? Taurus, start a garden, growing, a seed. Um, maybe there's a message in that for you, right? Um, maybe there's something that is at growth that's causing envy in your life, causing happiness, right? Um, the panda energy here, the animal spirit is telling you to stay balanced and in your essence, meaning, like Taurus, let people feel how they need to feel, even if they envy you, because if you look at it, it didn't take you overnight to get where you are, right? You had to work really hard, at whatever this envy is, it just doesn't come. You have to put energy in and you're seeing growth in it, and so maybe, a messenger will come, in some way, whether you start a garden or some sort of seed and you watch it grow, so and then um, see what our past life energy is bringing in. What other message does uh, our past life message? So discrimination, social, religious, limitation or disease, sexual. So, excuse me. We have, so your past life is wants to share this with you, however it resonates with you. And we'll see what spirit wants to share with you. See what other message spirit wants to share with you. So buried in earth, and this is trans transference, offering wealth. So we have growth, we have, earth, we have offerings, food. Maybe there's a frequency you connect with the earth, right? Because you're an earth sign. So, you know, so, so maybe that's hard for people sometimes, so you have a connection, and sometimes people envy it, you know. But just because somebody else envy it, right, doesn't mean that you have to stop going in that direction. It just means that if you're happy, you're on the right path. All right, what's the main energy for Taurus here? Spirits. So we have the number 19. We have the sage. And the sage energy is this energy of something hidden. The sage energy knows the hidden energy, whatever is behind, right? The sage energy is somebody who's intuitive, who can see, um, you know, and who can see beyond, who has a different type of knowledge through frequency, through sound, through, you know, um, clairvoyance, right? However your higher self taps in, however your, however you tap into, this main energy is here, is is for you, Taurus. Patient, right? Retreat, you know, buried in earth, you know, maybe, whatever connection you have, right? Um, will bring balance in some way, through some sort of offering. And the sage is this energy, this main energy, um, is that you have wisdom behind it. And above that is this envy energy, you know? Um, and, you know, your past self is saying something about discrimination. Maybe there was limitation, in your growth. And you're seeing that, and there's a message. You're seeing the message. You get the light here, and then you get the light here, and you get the light in the panda, and the panda says, stay balanced in your essence. And this energy of your crystal, right? It talked about how it helped the third eye, and then this oil here too talked about that third eye, and then you're starting this, you're bringing this sage energy, this main energy, and so we're gonna pull the surrounding energy, you know. Mm. So, Taurus, um, all right, Taurus, here we have the energy of the world, what you're going through, right? So it being in reverse is maybe there's some sort of frustration, some sort of uh solitude, right? Some sort of something is upsetting. So we're going through something frustrating, you know, uh, uh, um, that's not going the way we want it to go, right? And then what we need to let go of is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is wanting, needing to let go of the frustration in reverse. So, yeah, you're bringing what you're going through is this frustration, but what you need to let go is the confirmation of Eight of Wands, letting go of the frustration. And then what you need to focus on here is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is saying, um, you know, like whatever you're frustrated about, right? Whatever you're doing at this time, your situation, whatever you're going through, whatever energy is making you frustrated, right? The Five of Cups is telling us to focus on, the cycle of you know, dwelling on the past, right? If you focus on dwelling on the past, it causes frustration. So maybe there's something that happened in the past that we're focused on. And so this energy here is saying, let it go, let this frustration go. Because if you focus on it too much, you know, um, it will cause stagnation in your life. It will cause grief. The path will not go in the way that you expected. It's disappointing. And so, um, so spirit is telling you to, let that go. And then, um, you have what your higher self is trying to say to you, right? Uh, is the moon energy. So the moon energy is the subconscious, right? Maybe, you're not listening to your intuition. And so your higher self is saying, hey, Taurus, listen to your intuition. You know, maybe you hear even envy or you feel it, right? The energy. Because our body can feel the way, people are around us. Um, and so you can feel it um, because you're focused on whatever you're focused on, right? And so there's frustration in that. You're frustrated about something and then letting it go, so it can um not cause any burden, right? The five of cups here, because it'll cause depression, right? Because we don't want to be in that, as you can see, here it says buried in the earth, you don't want that, that's spirit for message, and it's just keep working, listen to your intuition. You brought this sage energy here, this main energy, of the sage. And so what your higher self is trying to tell you with the moon energy is look past the illusion, you know, listen to your intuition. It's okay, to it's okay to ask for help, right? Because I mean, that's what we are, offering, right? Asking for help, So, feeling maybe discriminated against social from groups, maybe feeling that way. So, I'm gonna pull a spirit message. And it says, here now, the fracture does not exist. And the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here now there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. So, Taurus, I just want to say that is your message. Want to say, Hojona has clean, Hojona has clean, Hojona has clean, Hojona has clean. Ashaha.